Hello and welcome to HITC Sport. Right, I'm going to look at the Premier League table if every current club was allowed to field their best team since the Premier League's inception in 1992. So basically, what would the table look like if every team was on top form, producing their best stuff? Lads, trust me, when we get into the top 5, all of you are probably going to want to puncture me in the eye. Don't get it wrong, this is going to divide a lot of you. Alright, let's get into the video. 20th, Brighton, 1920. Yeah, so Brighton's greatest ever Premier League team since the dawn of time is this one under Graham Potter. I know what you're thinking, it's not that good. True, but lads, I don't have much to work with, alright? They've won 6 games all season. Considering the standard of unbelievable teams in this make-believe division, Christ, they'd be used as the division's dish towel. Poor old Graham Potter, they'd be lucky to get more than 10 points all season. 19th, Crystal Palace, 18-19. Again, I don't have much to work with here. Let's say the greatest Crystal Palace team of the Premier League era was the one last season. A record 49 points, 12th in the league, winning at the homes of Man City, Leicester and Arsenal. Not bad, but still, they're nothing special and will be getting stuffed into 19th here. Trust me lads, just watch and see the standard of teams we're dealing with. 18th, Watford, 18-19. Again, Watford's greatest Premier League team was last season too, under Javi Gracia, a man who I predicted would be sacked by Christmas. They finished 11th and reached the cup final instead. Just don't ask what happened when they got there. Listen, the first 2/3 of the season were very good, but no, still relegation here, lads. 17th, Bournemouth, 16-17. 16-17 season, 46 points, 9th in the league. This team beat Liverpool 4-3. Yes, Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. An almost unheard of concept now, but still, their defending was a bit suspect. There were plenty of batterings, so yeah, they'd stay up here, but clawing under survival by the length of their fingernails. 16th, Burnley, 17-18. How did Burnley qualify for Europe? This was mental. A bit like Sheffield United this season, Sean Dyche's bunch of bang-average journeymen somehow elbowed themselves into the top 7, and it wasn't a fluke. They only spent 4 weeks of the season outside the top 7. A bruising, solid, mid-table team. Chuck them in a division with some of the greatest Premier League teams of all time, and they'd scrap it out to safety just about. 15th, Sheffield United, 1920. Yeah, good old Sheffield United. Listen, Blades fans might feel aggrieved me putting them 15th. Lads, calm down. Wait till you see what's coming next. Christ above, even staying in this division is a hell of an achievement. Listen, Chris Wilder's put together a good team. 15th in this division is good, so stop complaining. 14th, West Ham, 15-16. Yeah, West Ham's greatest ever team. That Dimitri Payet masterclass which rocketed Slaven Bilic's team up to 7th in the league. There were spectacular wins at the Emirates, Anfield, Etihad, home wins over Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs and Man United. The only reason I'm not sticking them higher is due to their inconsistency. For Christ's sake, they took their top 4 hopes down a well after going 8 games without a win, including 3 consecutive goalless draws. If you want Champions League, you can't do that. 13th, Southampton, 15-16. Yeah, Southampton's greatest team was the same year as West Ham's, when they finished 1 point above them to claw into 6th. Listen, this was the season which briefly made Ronald Koeman the most sought after coach in the country. Remember that 3-1 win at Stamford Bridge in October which almost melted Jose Mourinho's brain? A 4-0 thumping of Arsenal in December, a win at Old Trafford. Finishing the season with big wins over Liverpool, Man City and Spurs. The attacking threats of Sadio Mane and Dusan Tadic going forward. Virgil van Dijk at the back. This was a damn good Southampton team. 12th, Norwich, 92-93. Norwich fans are probably steaming from the ears right now. How am I putting a team who finished 3rd during their first ever Premier League season into 12th? Listen, that was a good team under Mark Robbins, and considering they were tipped for relegation, they nearly won the goddamn league, kicking on from an opening day 4-2 win at Arsenal in August. Lads, they were almost the original Leicester City, but it has to be said they couldn't defend to save their lives. What team finishes 3rd with a -4 goal difference? Am I missing something? They lost 7-1 to Blackburn, got stuffed 5-1 at Spurs. Put this makeshift defence into modern day football, they'd be eaten for breakfast. 11th, Everton, 13-14. Everton's greatest ever team was under Roberto Martinez. Listen, yes, it all eventually went to hell under that man, but his debut season at Goodison Park, he was being hailed as the brightest manager in Europe. They were tantalising, playing great football, finished 5th on 72 points, 21 wins, including 7 in a row. Romelu Lukaku destroyed half the defences in the league. That team would more than hold their own in this division. Oh, by the way, I was trying to hit 400k as soon as possible. Nearly there, I can almost smell it. If you'd like to help out and subscribe, you'd be the greatest person on planet Earth. 10th, Aston Villa, 92-93. Yeah, just like Norwich, we're going back to the first ever Premier League season here. Under Ron Atkinson, they finished 2nd, with a young Dwight York terrorising the league's top defences. Like Everton under Martinez, they won 21 games. Yeah, that's wedged them into the top half. 9th, Wolves, 1920. Aston Villa fans won't like this. They finished 2nd in the league, and I'm still sticking Wolves ahead of them. Lads, like it or not, the division has gotten stronger since 1992. The money in the game these days, coating the top half, is ridiculous. And yet the modern day Wolves team are knocking on the door of the top 4 still. That deserves respect. Strong in almost every area of the pitch, Nuno Espirito Santos' team, get yourself wedged in this top half. 8th, Newcastle, 95-96. The season where Newcastle bottled the league title. It's true lads, Kevin Keegan's entertainers battering in goals with a front line of Peter Beardsley, Les Ferdinand and Keith Gillespie. By February 10th, they were 12 points clear of the top of the league after 19 wins from 25 games. How did they ever lose it from here? A great team going forward, but Christ above lacked a killer instinct and completely melted under pressure. I'll wedge them into 8th. 7th, Tottenham, 16-17. Listen, finishing 7th in this league is impressive. Don't pretend pretend that it isn't. During the 16-17 season, Spurs under Mauricio Pochettino finished second to Chelsea with 86 points. They reached the FA Cup semi-final. Harry Kane plundered in 35 goals. They went the entire league season unbeaten at White Hart Lane, were stunning going forward. There were 5 separate 4-0 wins. They finished the season with 12 wins from the last 30 games. Very good, consistent team. Get into 7th. 6th, Leicester 15-16. Speaking of that Premier League winning Leicester team, yeah, they got themselves into the top 6. Listen, we all know that wasn't the greatest Premier League winning side of all time, clearly. But what they did have was grit, determination, a strong team togetherness, sprinkled with world-class pieces of individual quality. Yes, this league would be nigh on impossible to win, with every team on top form. Unlike in 2016, when they capitalised on almost the entire top 6 stuck in transition. But I think they finish about 6th. 5th, Arsenal 03-04. Okay, whoever I picked to finish 5th, I'd have fans screaming at me in the comments. Yes, it's almost sacrilege to predict anything but top spot for Arsenal's Invincibles. For Christ's sake, they didn't lose a single game all season. Yes, I'm not taking anything away from that winning machine behemoth that Arsene Wenger built, but let's not pretend they weren't helped by Chelsea only being one summer transfer window deep into Roman Abramovich's reign of terror. Man United were just a budding young side in transition, while Liverpool were on the verge of sacking their manager, and Newcastle had Titus Bramble in defence. Chuck this Invincibles team into a division consisting of all the big clubs producing their best teams. Christ, they wouldn't be invincible for long. 4th, Man United 07-08. In my opinion, this was the greatest Man United team Sir Alex Ferguson ever built. No, they didn't win the treble, but lads, Champions League triumph, a Premier League title, and look at some of their players. A rock-solid defensive partnership. The likes of Tevez, Ronaldo and Rooney going forward. Paul Scholes in midfield. Don't get it twisted. This was one of the greatest Premier League sides of all time. But lads, the reason you're 4th, just watch what's coming next. 3rd, Liverpool 19-20. Lads, how can I overlook this Liverpool team? They're on course to set a record Premier League points total. They've won nearly every game this season. They've already shown they can do it in Europe. No, it's not the best ever group of players. For Christ's sake, James Milner still plays every week, and he was tossed out of Man City in like a piece of wet trash in 2015. But Jurgen Klopp has created an unstoppable winning machine. I'll put them 3rd. 2nd, Chelsea 04-05. Yeah, Arsenal's unbeaten record almost lasted one season. Chelsea under Jose Mourinho lost just one league game that season. They absolutely steamrolled the division, an impenetrable spine. It was a very Italian-style win. They only conceded 15 goals all season. There were 26 clean sheets, 11 1-0 wins. No, they barely blew teams away, and their centre forward was outscored by Andy Johnson at Crystal Palace, but still, what a machine. 1st, Man City 17-18. Man City peaked in 2018. I'm sorry, but they did. Liverpool fans might point to the fact that they're above Guardiola's team now, but no, this is a different beast. With the focused, hungry, driven City team of 2018, lose at Norwich, forfeit all 3 points at home to Wolves, never in a million Sundays. 106 goals scored, they won the league by nearly 20 points. For Christ's sake, they beat Liverpool 5-0 this season. They went on an 18-game winning streak. You can't compete with that. Yes, the Chelsea team under Mourinho could also grind out wins, but this team literally blew the competition out of the water. Absolutely insane. Anyway, that's it, lads. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below if I got this all wrong. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, I'll talk to you in a while.